So hi, I'm Dina. I'm the producer, also the stage manager, also lighting, and also sound for Cardstock at Brighton. And briefly, I'm responsible for like negotiating with the venue and also like managing the schedule, budget for our production, and also like as a stage manager, I will like join the rehearsal to note all the changes and development of our like the performance. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Hi, I'm Kuan. I'm the movement director for Cardstock. And then my role actually is very easy and very fun, I would say, because I work closely with Xiaoyao and also the actresses to find the potential of physicality in the acting and also in different scenes. So when I read these scripts, I was like, oh, here we can do this. Here we can like a bit more abstract. This one, oh, I think it's on the floor, something like that. So it's the story itself, the script itself is very inspiring. So I would say it's a very creative and fun role for me to play in this creation. Yeah.
And hello, I'm Xiaoyao. I'm the director of the show, also the photographer and the costume designer and the dramaturg. So basically, I made all the creative choices. So, Cardstock is a story about an erotical writer, May, and her reader, Lily, who haunted by childhood sexual harassment trauma, and how they see each other, how they help each other, and how they heal each other. So, in terms of the actors, we did do a very concept-based rehearsal environment. We do check-ins and check-outs, and you always have the option to opt in and opt out for the whole process if something intrigues anything from you. And for the audience, we definitely have the content warning in advance. And then I think we made some creative choice to make it like very carefully and make it more abstract and more movement based instead of like just showing you the cruelty of it, showing it but showing it carefully and beautifully in a way.
Yeah, I would like to add on that. I think to build actresses and also a creative team that being able to go to some vulnerable point or sensitive scene, I think trust is the thing that we build first. We kind of know each other through conversation and also through sharings what is I can handle, what I don't, and then from there then only we start the creative choices that we make while we are doing the scenes. So I think unconsciously we have been like taking care of each other while we are doing the scene, but some scenes we need it. Yeah. the script itself, the story itself, we needed to go there for the characters to felt the vulnerability and also to reveal or to open up themselves. And it is very important for us, our creative self and our personal self. So we kind of have a very clear division. This is the characters doing this and for what. So and that's the very strong thing that drives us is the intention of this play. Is not to purposely challenging people with some very extreme scene or storyline, but actually through this experience of those characters and how they manage, how they meet each other, and how they really open up themselves to very deep challenge they are facing. I think that leads us to the discovery of what is the true relationship, the beauty of love that we are looking for, and the connection with people. Yeah. So yeah, there's this a challenge that we need to go through together with the characters to find that. I think it is a very rewarding journey, and we make it as artistic as possible, and we are doing trying our best to use a lot of like lighting and set to make it more artistically, but still we can feel the depth of it. Yeah.
Yes, the same as in the audience engagement process, like not only the content warning on the ticket selling pages, as well as like when we're doing promotions, like we're writing articles, we'll carefully consider every words we're gonna put on the internet, so make sure we're avoiding any risk around like mental health, and at the same time, the most important thing is deliver our concept to the audience correctly. Yes.
When writer told me she's writing a story about a erotica writer and a girl who been through some trauma about sexual harassment, and I think the relationship appealed to me at the first glance, because like this is a very, I should not use the word interesting, but it is a very very intense power dynamic between these two women, and I think there are a lot of things to explore between this relationship, especially on how they can actually help each other to went through some difficulties they are being through. So I think that's why when she told me she's writing a story about this, I was like, I'm going to do this show.
Yeah, for me, I've been always interested in how movement can trigger deeper meaning. So there's the depth of the characters, and also the challenges, psychological challenges, emotional challenges that I think we need more than words to express. I think that's what interests me to how to help using movement and inspire like images, breath, like different capacity of the actors to bring out that depth in this story. And of course, as a woman, as a lady, I'm totally resonance with the surge of the yearning. What are we looking for actually in relationships, in human connections? Yeah.
For me, I just really enjoying like making theaters with friends, like combine everyone's creative idea into one project and see it go live on stage, and also to see the process, like from a really really small creative idea to a full show on stage. It's fantastic. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me of the devising process that we mentioned just now. I think it's something that that interests us. I think all that devising process is a very open process. Yeah. Although we have directors and movement directors and technical designers or technical support, but we all supporting the stories in different ways. So there might be actors' choice come from the lighting designer. There might be like movement suggestion from the director. So we are kind of sharing the boat. Even the actresses, they give very very constructive suggestions and very creative choices they make. I think in this process is a synthesis of collective ideas. I think that's the beauty of it, and I think that's the working process that we really love.
It's a very collective creation process, and we're all enjoying it.
Let's
start with you.
Okay. To be honest, before I get in touch with Xiaoyao about this script, I never knew of this world of this fanfic and BL, right? BL. And then I go to research about it. And then I realized, there's this availability, there's this material, there's these channels for women to find their escapes. For me, it's an escape because BL started from Japan, where the Japan writers started to write the stories, BL stories that without women, without female characters. So when the female audience read the stories, they are in the story, they are interested in the male characters, but they are not inside, because in social role in real life, women's mostly in Japan, they're a bit, I would say, passive in relationship where is dominant by the male. I think it's a lot of repressed yearning and their desires. So it's an escape route for women. That's why it got famous and become so popular later on. And then after that, there's a lot of other artworks continue from there. So now it reflects. I can't say for every Asian woman, but I can say for myself. It gives me a time to reflect. Oh, what are they lacking? What is this new generation of ladies? What do they need actually? Because short-term escape, like Lily in our character, the character in our story, she kind of escaped from what she is managing in herself. So she finds this a very comfort place in BL stories.
Yeah.
But later on, it shows that show us in the story that it actually is not a long-term benefit. It's a short-term escape only. But the issue will appear later. So what she got from the BL is not enough actually for real life. So I think this gives me a very, very strong motivation to look for what is she looking for actually, what Lily needs and what May is giving her.
Yeah.
Later on in the story, I think that's what we are looking for.
Yeah.
And it inspired me to look into myself and my family, even what my mother needs. Yeah.
I do agree, +1 to everything, and I do feel like fanfic is like a place to escape when you are not there satisfied with your real life in many different ways. And especially for fanfic, when I don't know how to say, but like the first creator create a whole world of a fictionary world, like an anime or an fiction, and they create some characters live in that world, and sometimes the storyline do not end up as the reader wants. So there comes with like fanfic, and there are so many different possibilities that fanfic could create, and at least one of them would fulfill your dream for this character in this world. So you can put yourself in that world to like experience kind of fulfilling, like satisfying in many different ways. So I think that is like a umbrella that you can hide from the real life problem, and that's the fanfic for me.
So I'm a reader of BL novels, boys love novels, and also like for TV series and movies. So for me, it's like kind of a little joy in my life. It's just the same as I go for live shows to the theater, for the series on Netflix. It's the same. It's just like kind of amusement in my life. And I can't tell why boys love stories really attracted me a lot, because it's just so cute, so lovely that seeing like two characters in novels or TV series like falling in romance. The story is, as it comes from the real life, but much more romantic. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the true romantic we are looking for, I guess. the more pure, I would say, is very hard to describe. That's why we are doing this play to figure out what is that.
So in the story, so the basic truth is May is the writer and Lily is the reader. But I think at some point their power dynamic will shift because May is actually a more experienced woman in terms of like life, and Lily is a younger woman who do not have a very clear idea of her life at this point. But in a way, Lily can help May, but May can definitely also help Lily to go out of his shadow of trauma. And I think that's the two characters to me at this point. Sorry, I did not catch the question very clearly. I think I was thinking about this question because sometimes when, because in my idea, like fanfic is a way that reader can find a way to actually fulfill their dream about the characters, about their relationship, about all their idea, their dream about romantic relationship. So if the writer is not writing on the path they wished, sometimes they will get even more furious about like, you are destroying my dream in a way. But in our story, that is the change that May is making is related to censorship. So it would be a different story. But in this story, Lily is challenging May because this change, I would say what this change is to the show, but this change turned the whole story from an umbrella she can hide herself under to something that could actually attack her. That's why she would be furious about what May is doing.
Yeah, I think I add on to that. For me, May is the writer, and of course, Lily is the audience. So now we have. I think the whole thing is about what is the role of a writer in creating an artwork, and also how the audience perceive it. For me, it's a creator and an audience relationship. So May is the creator and Lily is the audience. So she is challenging the culture. She is challenging the BL culture, the things that she's doing. So whatever you are creating is important. Do you know or not? You are changing it. So she is challenging to make the BL as it is. So because we need this, and then she revealed why is it important to me that whatever you are creating actually is helping me. And then through that challenges, I think the audience challenge the creator, and the creator respond. Through there, then we realized that what is the gist or the good thing about the BL, and also what is lack in the BL. So I think Lily is challenging the culture, and what comes up from this play, that I think it gives us a reflection. If BL is going on and fanfic is going on, we hope to see what kind of support that we need from a creator through this culture. I think the challenger and the creator, I think that's what I see this.
Yes, sometimes I think like maybe the mental bond between the reader and the book itself might be even more intense than the writer with their own books. Because as for me, if I love a novel really like so much, I will read it again and again. And beyond the pages, I will like add my own imagination, as Xiao said, into this novel, into the story world. So it is like a kind of place to remain all the imaginations. So it is kind of precious little corner for the readers. So I think maybe in our story, in our like stage performance, this kind of like dramatic challenges and relations between the book itself, May and Lily, will be like something really interesting to appear on the stage to see how it develops.
At this point, I think as we just start our rehearsal process like yesterday, but I do feel like, because I see this whole show, whole production as a process of like collective creating. So I already see so many elements we bring from each other's life into the show. And I feel very exciting to see, like, because this is a show actually written by Asian women and creating by Asian women, and it's a story about Asian women. And I am very excited to see how this story received by a wider Western audience in Brighton. Yeah. But I really enjoy the progress that everyone put a little bit of their life into the production to make it a story about us. It's not only about May and Lily, it's a story about us.
And because I'm new in London, actually, I just moved here in January. So to be able to join this production, I think it's give me a sense of home and sisterhood, I would say. I was like, oh, everyone is so warm and so like open to trust and to go for challenges that we don't know what's the answer. I think it's very very warm and I'm really grateful. Yeah.
For me, I'm really happy to see the various possibilities and creativities in this project from our first production meeting to the rehearsal yesterday. And also I would love to I hope we can bring our concept as a common sense to the local audience, to the UK audience, as we are Asian team. And also,
even if just one piece of cardstock, after folding itself, it can stand alone. 中国女人的底色就是坚强和韧性，这是我们想通过这部作品表达出来的主题。